Jeremy.
One thing I love to hear about athletes is how they first got into their sport and all the way up until eventually their career ended. So, can you tell us about what got you into football and then kind of how you progressed?
Well, I guess I was always into sports. I did everything. I did everything except for soccer, right? But I did football, I did basketball, and a lot of people don't know I was in high school actually a better basketball player than I was football.
Hmm.
So my whole mindset was, yeah, I'm gonna go to the NBA. I'm gonna be one of the youngest players to ever go because I graduated like 17. So that's my whole mindset. And I remember my football coach, I think it was in 10th grade. He was like, Randy, what you think you're gonna be 6'10"? He was like, you're a football player that happens to play basketball. Like that's your ticket, basketball. And sure enough, things turned around and I started getting my offers my junior year. Had a good year for football and basketball that year. But things turned around and I started getting offers for football. And then that's when I knew, football was my ticket.
Mm.
All
Nice,
right, brother.
nice.
Recently, there's been a lot of talk among the football world about turf versus grass, and it seems like the
Mm.
conversation pops up every year. So, I want to know about your experience and what you prefer, turf or grass.
Well, when I first came in there, it might have been the last year they had what was it, AstroTurf? So I actually tore my PCL on that, and I didn't even know. And I was like, man, my knee feel kind of
Oof.
stiff. By the time I got off the plane, it was it's the Colts. By the time we got off the plane, that's my knee was swelling up, and I realized like, damn, that's bad. But for me, I didn't see a difference as far as turf and grass prior to about year 9, right? So we used to hate when we were outside Miami and we're practicing and start raining. Coach, let's go to the bubbles. Like, oh, come on, because I know the next morning I'm gonna be sore. So I used to laugh at all the older guys, like, man, my knee's sore. This, like, man, why y'all hurting? Like, this is nothing. So then as I got older, I became that guy. Like, I get the difference now. Like, I get it. Wear and tear start to catch up. But I think overall, natural grass is much better. Much
Mm.
better.
While growing up, was there ever a piece of advice that you felt helped you the most and got you where you are?
Pain's temporary, pride is forever.
Mm.
My high school football coach used to say that. I remember he had it on a T-shirt, and I used to use that every day. Like far as doing conditioning, don't stop. Pain is temporary, prize forever. You feel bad if you stop. So I used to always keep going. So I kind of had that mentality throughout my career.
That's great
Mm.
advice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Love it.
If
Nice.
you
Go
were
ahead,
not
Jeremy.
pl- if you were not playing any sports, do you know what you'd be doing today instead or whatever you did before today leading up to it?
If I didn't play any sports, probably doing nothing to be honest.
He'll be in
That's
the
just being
Dominican
real.
Republic living the dream.
I probably never made it there because I never would have seen it.
Mm.
Never. That's the honest truth. Like again, I tell my student athletes, like sports has the ability to open so many doors for you that have never been open. Like use it. Like you might not make it to be professional, but you get free education. It can introduce you to certain people, network. Like man, use it. Same thing I try to tell my son. Like man, you need to use sport. I'll tell anybody that use the
Yeah.
sport, man. That's why
Hmm.
everybody should be playing a sport. At minimum, you should be playing 2 sports, right? This is what it is.
Mm. Dope.
Yeah, that
Dope. Go ahead,
sports is
Kia.
that relatability, that unity.
While
That's
playing,
so
did
good.
you have any pregame routines or superstitions that you stuck to throughout your career?
Nothing really. Most thing I used to go in the locker room, uh, especially Miami. A couple of us guys, we always joking around. We always messing around, talking. But you could just start seeing as it's time for us to go out, joking start getting less and less. It's Paul Soliai and Cameron Wake. And I was sitting in the middle of the two. We just talking. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Crazy. As time going, you start taping your fingers, start getting quiet. Next thing you know, everybody headphones on, nobody's saying nothing. So that was kind of our thing. Like everybody, you want to come in, oh, you want to be ready to go, you piss, want to be hot. Relax. Like save all that. Like you don't need to get hyped right now. Like wait till we go out. And so we used to slowly just start climbing.